Yes, why not? Thank you guys for asking me to do this. This is gonna be so fun. Um, I did write down all the questions, and they're right in front of me. I have watched this video done by a couple other of my favorite ASMR artists, and I love them. I love like everybody's answers. It's so fun to watch this, so I'm excited to do it. So if you do see me looking down at my notebook, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the questions because I don't remember them all. There's like a bunch of them. There's like 4 full pages of questions, so that is what I'm going to be looking up and down at. I thought that it would be fun to start off by lighting a candle. Just set the mood, the fall vibes mood. This is a chai latte candle. It is, who is it by? I don't actually know. HD Designs. I got it at Kroger. And they have a bunch of like scents from this brand, and they're all like super good. So I'm probably gonna get some more. This one, you can tell, has been like something I've been loving because it's way down there. And to me, it really does smell like a chai latte, so that's perfect. So let's light this sucker. I've got just like one of these tiny candle lighters. Hopefully I don't burn my finger. Okay, there it is. Chai latte candle. Highly recommend this if you have a Kroger or a Fred Meyer. They should have this HD Designs candle brand. I've got my mic on a boom arm over here today because one, I wanted to have like this space in front of me empty where my mic usually sits so I could have the notebook in front of me. And also, I've got like some random Halloween items that I'm just gonna tap and scratch on while I'm talking to you guys about these questions. And I also dug out a bunch of old pictures of me from when I was young, like different Halloween costumes. I couldn't find every single year, but I found quite a few, and I thought it'd be fun to be able to show you guys. It's just some random pictures from when I was young. So let's start off. I wanna pull out a picture actually, because the first question is, what is your favorite memory of autumn? And my favorite memory of autumn is going to pick a pumpkin every single year to carve with my grandparents, my dad's parents. We lived in Bellingham when I was young, Bellingham, Washington, and my grandparents lived there, and they would take me to this place called Youngstocks. It was like a farmer's market, like outdoor market type thing, and it was open through October 31st. And so we would go there every year to get pumpkins to carve. My grandparents would take me, and this is me on the steps of their house when I guess I was 2. This picture was taken in 1993, and I was born in 1991. So right there are the pumpkins that we just went to pick out, and I'm standing in front of them, and I don't remember this specifically. Obviously, I was way too young, but apparently my grandma asked me what I wanted to be for Halloween, and I told her that I wanted to be her. So she put that headscarf on me because she used to put her hair in like curlers, like little rolling curlers, and then she'd put a scarf over her head to keep the curlers on. And so I wanted to like be dressed as her with her curlers in. So that's what she put on me. And I love that so much. Super cute. So now that my grandparents are passed away, they passed away quite a long time ago, but my husband and I would go every single year and get pumpkins from young stalks and take them to their headstones. And we clean their headstones. I'd sit there and talk to them, and it was just fun, and I absolutely loved it. Now that we moved to Kentucky last year, that's not really something we can do because it's, across the country from Bellingham, Washington, so can't really do that, but I think of them all the time, but especially around Halloween, because I think of them every time I go pick pumpkins to carve. Okay, so that's my favorite autumn memory. So the next question is, if I could bottle an autumnal scent and wear it as a perfume, what would it be? So I'm thinking it would be like Honeycrisp apple with cinnamon and vanilla. I just think, yeah, that would work really well for me, and I absolutely love apple and cinnamon and vanilla. Pumpkin I like, but I don't think I'd want to wear pumpkin. I'm not sure why. I just don't think like I'd want to be walking around like pumpkin spice smelling, but I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, so name 2 of your favorite books to read in the autumn season. This is super easy. And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Absolutely love that book. It is hands down my favorite book just in general ever, but especially around Halloween. And if you have not seen the Amazon Prime like mini series that they did of this book, check it out. It's so good. And then the second one is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I always listen to that on Audible. I've listened to it probably 5 times already this year, and I probably will listen to it more. So those are the 2. But I do want to mention, I just started watching, listening to the book The Only One Left by Riley Sager on Audible. And it's so good. Like, I can't stop. I was listening to it while I was getting ready to film this, and I just kept sitting there listening because I didn't want to stop listening. I don't know how it ends. I don't know if it stays as good through the whole book, but I'm liking it so far. So what's the next question? It's favorite fall drinks. So of course a chai tea latte. That's my ultimate favorite hot drink in general, not just for fall but always. And hot chocolate, I guess. No, I take that back. Hot chocolate's my favorite winter drink. My second favorite fall hot drink would be hot apple cider. But not the packet. The packet, no. Absolutely not. Like an actual apple cider, from pressed apples and then heat it up and maybe some spices put in there. So yeah. Okay, so next question is, describe a fall rainy day in 3 words. Okay, well, cozy. If you've been watching my channel, you probably already know I actually prefer rainy, overcast, cloudy, dark days, even windy, stormy. That's my vibe. I absolutely love being cozy inside when it's yucky out. So cozy, and I'll say peaceful, I guess. A rainy fall day, peaceful, and then also the third word is gonna be nostalgic, because growing up in Bellingham, Washington, it rains all the time, just every day almost. So that's my whole childhood. Just nostalgic would be my third word. So cozy, peaceful, nostalgic. Alright, next question. Have I ever visited Acorn Maze, Pumpkin Patch, or been apple picking? Yes, I've done all 3 of these things. I pretty much do all 3 of these things every single year. Apple picking would be the one that maybe I haven't done every single year, but I've definitely done it a lot of years. Now we have a miniature, tiny apple orchard in our yard. So that's kind of fun. I'm actually going to show you a picture from a pumpkin patch that I went to when I was young. If I can find it. Where did it go? Where did it go? It must be this one because it's stuck behind another picture. Okay, here it is. So, here. That's me at the pumpkin patch. I believe this is first grade, but it could also be kindergarten. I'm not sure. Is first grade or kindergarten? I'm thinking first grade because I think I recognize the teacher that's standing in that little wagon with the hay in it, and I think that is Mrs. Reed, my first grade teacher, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, pumpkin patch every year, definitely must do every year. Okay, so corn maze. We did a corn maze this year with my parents, and they had this like it was like an extra little thing you could do inside the corn maze. They had little QR codes, and you scanned it and it asked you a question, and then you answered the question, and if you found all 6 of them and answered the questions right, then you got like an extra prize at the end. But we could only find 4 of them, and we were in there forever, guys. Like, we were in there forever. We couldn't believe it that we couldn't find these other 2. So my husband and I are actually thinking of going back to the pumpkin patch and trying to find it again because it's like bothering me. Like, I want to know where they are. But anyway, so what's next? Best flavor of autumn. Okay, that's tough because there's so many. There's like pumpkin, apple, caramel, cinnamon. I'm gonna go with cinnamon. Cinnamon because it goes well with like all the fall flavors. You could do like, pumpkin cinnamon bread, or like a cinnamon applesauce, or like a cinnamon caramel in like a drink. So I'm gonna say cinnamon is the best flavor of fall because it goes with all the fall flavors. Okay, favorite autumn or Halloween song. This is hard because you know that like CD. I guess you can buy it online too, but I had that CD when I was in like middle school. It was like a Monster Mash CD with all these Halloween songs on it. And of course my favorite, there were 2. It was Monster Mash, the name of the CD, and Love Potion number 9. I don't think I could pick like between those 2. But then also, I love the Harry Potter theme song, like Hedwig's theme song. I don't know. It's too hard to pick. There's so many good ones. Okay, next we're on to the next page of questions. Okay, favorite fall TV shows. So I'm gonna go with Pretty Little Liars. I know that's an old one and it's so cheesy and ridiculous, but I love it. I absolutely love Pretty Little Liars. My favorite character is Aria, and then Stranger Things is gonna be the other one. I love Stranger Things so much. I don't know. I can't pick a favorite character because they're all just like so good. I'm trying to think though, like if I had to pick a favorite character, Steve. I guess Steve is my favorite character. Okay, so favorite spooky movies. I did a whole like 1-hour video on favorite like Halloween or fall time movies, DVDs that I have. So if you wanted to check that out, it is on my channel, and there's a ton of movies that I love on there, but I'm gonna go with like Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town. That Dark Ghostbusters, and of course Scream. The trilogy, like the first three. The other ones are fine. I don't like hate them or anything, but the first three Scream movies are definitely my favorite. Okay, so what is the perfect fall day? So my perfect fall day would be sleeping in late, like till like 11, and then waking up and it being rainy and like dreary and cold, like very cold, crisp air. And then of course we have to have breakfast, like some kind of pumpkin waffle with like an apple pecan chutney, and then like a sausage, some kind of breakfast sausage on the side. And then we would get in the car and go down to the little local cafe and get a hot chai latte for me, and my husband would get some kind of coffee drink, and then take a walk like with an umbrella in the rain with the dogs and just like stroll around. And then of course later that night we'd have to come home and make like a home cooked meal, something hearty like a big soup with bread, and then watch fall theme movies. That would be like my perfect fall day. I'm already like dreaming about doing that this weekend, and it's gonna be perfect and amazing. And I'm so excited. Let's see, let's look at another Halloween picture, because this one is ridiculously cute. Like, look at this. This is Raggedy Ann. I think this was like the year I turned 1 year old, because the very first Halloween I was an infant and I was dressed like a little dinosaur, but I can't find a picture of that. But this is Raggedy Ann, and my mom absolutely loved Raggedy Ann. Like, at this time period, it was really popular in the early 90s. So, look at that. I am told that I was very upset about the face paint, that I did not like having that on my face. And I can say that I still probably wouldn't like that very much. I can tolerate it now, like as an adult, obviously, but yeah, I can see as a kid that would have been like major meltdown status for me at the time. So, yeah, Raggedy Ann, that's pretty cute. Let's do another one. These are kind of in chronological order. So, apparently this year I wanted to be a devil. I'm thinking that I was 4 years old here. This is my grandparents' house. The steps of my grandparents' house in Bellingham. So, I imagine that this is the pumpkin we would have gone and gotten from Youngstocks that year. Pretty adorable. My mom still has that costume, that devil costume, and she like uses it outside on her decorations, like Halloween decorations. So that's kind of fun. Alright, so let's do another question. I'm trying to think where we are at now. Okay, what starts the autumn season? I'm gonna say that the autumn season starts when I decorate, for me, because I decorate when most people would probably say it's still summer. I decorate September 1st for fall, and I know that's probably a little early for most people, but I am a fall girly and I love it. So it goes up early at our house. This sign is so cute. It says Ghastly Ghost and Ghouls. It reminds me of like Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion. So what I do for decorating is September 1st, my fall decor goes up, like leaves and pumpkins and scarecrows and sunflowers, that kind of stuff. And that stays up until October 1st, and then on October 1st I decorate for Halloween. And a lot of my fall decor still stays up, but I kind of cover it up with like spooky black colored cloth, and I add in a lot of my like very clearly Halloween decorations to the fall stuff. And obviously through Halloween, October 31st. And then on November 1st, I take down Halloween, and then all the fall stuff is still there until Thanksgiving. And the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas goes up. It's like that day, all of a sudden, it's winter, and we are doing Christmas. So, that's what I do. That's how I decorate. Okay, so what's next? What was the last time I jumped into a pile of leaves? I'm gonna say it was probably like 4 years ago at our house that we had in Tacoma, Washington. We were raking leaves into a big pile because I bought those giant orange pumpkin leaf garbage bags, so we could make those pumpkin, like fill the bags with leaves, and then they look like a pumpkin and you set them in your yard. And I wanted to do that so badly, so when we raked the leaves into a pile, we were like taking turns jumping into it, and then like letting the dogs jump into it and run around, and then of course we had to like rake it all up again, which is fine. It was totally fine. It was fun. But that's probably the last time I would jump into a pile of leaves. Let's do another Halloween picture. Okay, this one is kind of funny. Look at my face. Look at how unthrilled I am. I don't know if you can tell, it's really hard to see, but my mom had put this green face paint on my face. It's like a light green color. Again, with the whole face paint thing, as a child, it was just like a sensory nightmare for me. Absolutely hated anything touching my face. I still kind of have like an aversion to makeup sometimes. Like there's some days where it's just like absolutely not. There's no way that's going on my face. Face masks, like beauty skincare masks and stuff. Ugh, it's really hit or miss for me if I can tolerate it or not. So yeah, this would be just a sensory nightmare for me as a kid. I had like 0 tolerance for stuff touching my face. So yeah, I wasn't pleased. And to be honest, I have no idea whose house this is. Like, I do not recognize anything in the background of this house. I don't know where this picture was taken. I'm wondering if it's my uncle's house, but I don't know. It's definitely not my grandparents' house, and it is not the house I grew up in. So, I don't know. But I will say that the little trick-or-treating bag with the black cat is adorable. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. Okay. Well, what's next? What is next? Have you ever carved a pumpkin? Yes. I've got a hair. I'm sorry. Yes, I've definitely carved a pumpkin. I've carved a pumpkin every single year, sometimes more than one. This year I carved a cauldron with like some bubbles coming out of it, and then some stars and a crescent moon. It's super cute. There is a picture of it on my Instagram. It's just archieloveswinnie.asmr on Instagram. If you guys wanted to check out my Instagram, I would love that. Just request to subscribe to my Instagram, and I will let you join, and then you can check out what I get up to outside of filming. So what's next? What is next? I still have a hair, guys. I think it's dog hair. Nothing new there. Okay, favorite item of clothing to wear in the fall? It's gonna be boots. Yeah, that's a very millennial answer, I'm aware. I know boots are out and sneakers are in, but for me, it's still boots. It's probably always going to be boots. And to be honest, I suede zip-up heeled boots that are UGG brand. I forgot about those. What else do I have? I have a pair of Steve Maddens that are like a light beige color, and then around the ankle they have like a cognac colored leather strap with like a buckle. And then I have a pair of like ones that come over the knee from college that are white leather, and they zip up and they have like a 4-inch heel on them. I hardly ever wear those anymore. I don't even know why I keep them, but they're like really nice and they were expensive and I don't want to get rid of them. So okay, what's next? What is next? So what do I do to celebrate Halloween? We stay home and we hand out candy, my husband and I, and we get tons of trick-or-treaters in this neighborhood. It's crazy. There's like 300 plus that we got last year, and my neighbor had told me that that was like kind of a lower year because it had rained a little bit. She said normally there's even more than that, so I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. I got tons of candy. Hopefully I got enough, but I love it. In this neighborhood, we all sit outside on our front porches, and that's how the kids know if it's okay, like, to come up and get candy, you know? They don't do the whole thing where the kids, like, knock on the door, ring the doorbell. In this neighborhood, if you're not sitting on your porch, then the kids just don't come up. And that's actually okay. Like, that's pretty cool because it's kind of weird to have kids like so close to the door. They could just be like pulled in by some wackadoo or something. So it's good, it's fun, and this way that the adults can all talk, like from our porches we can talk to each other, and it's really fun. Let's look at another Halloween picture from when I was young. Okay, this is at my grandparents' house, and Eeyore. I wanted to be Eeyore. Eeyore's my favorite Winnie the Pooh character. There's that little cat bag again. So cute. But, yeah, I think I wore this costume like a couple years in a row. Maybe two years in a row, I think. But it was from the Disney store, like at the mall. And I loved it. And I actually used it as like pajamas as well, like all year long. I was obsessed. It's kind of funny because my husband actually also loved Winnie the Pooh growing up, and his favorite character was Eeyore as well. So I had like a big Eeyore collection of all kinds of Eeyore stuff. And when we got married, I was like, maybe I should get rid of this stuff. Like, what am I gonna do with it? And he was like, no, I love it. So yeah, we still have it. Okay, here's another one. This one I'm a little bit older. I'm thinking maybe like 10 or 11. This is the house I grew up in Bellingham. My parents built this house, actually. It was a really, really beautiful house, and it overlooked Lake Whatcom. It was a gorgeous, really fun place to grow up. My best friend lived next door, across the street. It was wonderful. So, this is, I wanted to be Sarah from Hocus Pocus, but of course I'm like 10, so my mom's not gonna make me, like, you know, a revealing costume top or anything. So this is like my take on Sarah from Hocus Pocus, and one of my friends was another one of the witches, but there were only 2 of us, so that's kind of a bummer. We were Sarah and Mary. But yeah, my mom made all my costumes. She always made my costumes. But yeah, this one was fun. I like this one a lot. Super cute. There was one year, I couldn't find a picture, but there was one year I went to a private Catholic school growing up, and on Wednesdays they would send home this purple envelope. It was like a clear plastic envelope with stuff that parents would need, like from, you know, for the next week, or permission forms, stuff like that. And guys, I wanted to be a purple envelope. just seen that movie, Red Riding Hood, with Amanda Seyfried, and I wanted to be Little Red Riding Hood. So this is at my grandparents' house. These are my grandparents. And I'm going to guess that my grandma was not thrilled about the length of my skirt. I don't really remember her saying anything, but I'm gonna imagine that she wasn't thrilled. However, I did have white stockings on, like they're full, like tights, like opaque white tights, so hopefully she wasn't too horrified. Okay, so what's next? What is the next question? Okay. Oh, how do I decorate for fall and autumn? I already told you guys that I do, basically, I do fall first and then Halloween, and then I go back to fall until Thanksgiving's over, and then I do Christmas. So I basically already answered that question. Okay. Best Halloween costume. Alright, I could not find a picture of this, and I'm so sad because I wanted to show you guys. It's my favorite costume that I've ever had. In college, one of my best friends and I were Elizabeth Swan and Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. And my mom made this gorgeous gown. It looked just like Elizabeth's from the movie. And she did an amazing job on the Jack Sparrow costume for my friend too. It was so good. We were like the hit of that Halloween party. It was so fun. But yeah, I couldn't find a picture, so that's a bummer. I do have this one though. This is also at my grandparents' house. There's my grandma. And this is the one costume that my mom did not make. This was something we found at like a thrift store. It was, well, an antique store actually, more antique store. And I wanted to be like Scarlett O'Hara, like a Southern Belle type situation. And yeah, that was pretty fun. It was such a big poofy dress, and I do remember though, like by the end of the night, like trick-or-treating, the bottom was all gross and like almost like black in color from the road, you know? So that was kind of grody, but it was a cool costume. And guys, I did go trick-or-treating till I was like 16. For some of you that probably sounds crazy, like that was way too old, but I don't know. All my friends were still going and it didn't seem weird. My husband's like, what the heck? He stopped going when he was like 10. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Nobody in my neighborhood thought it was weird. Like, we didn't get weird looks from the adults or anything like that. And we went as like a group of girls, you know. So I don't know. Nobody made it weird, and we just kept going. So I'm not sure. This is the last picture I found. This was from my junior year of high school. This was 2008. I graduated 2009. This was Zorro. I wanted to be Zorro. My mom made this one. There's my blonde hair. I dyed my hair blonde for like 13 years, and then I don't know, I just stopped doing it. But yeah, I had just seen that movie. I don't remember what it's called, if it's called Zorro or something else, but I wanted to be Zorro. I don't know why I didn't want to be the girl in the movie, but I wanted to be Zorro. So yeah, that was my costume that year. And another favorite costume of mine was Buttercup. My husband and I dressed up as Buttercup and Wesley from The Princess Bride. That was the first year after we got married, and that was super fun too. Okay, what is the next question? Baking during Halloween season. What do I like to bake? Well, pumpkin bread, of course, banana bread. I'm gonna make some banana bread like tomorrow or the next day because I have some bananas that have to get used. Like rice cereal treats, and I like to put pumpkin spice like flavoring in them. It's so good. And then caramel sauce for apples. That's probably like my favorite stuff to bake for fall. Look at this cute card. Oh my gosh. Isn't it adorable? The doggy dressed up as a little ghost. It says, wishing you a Halloween with good scares. Good scares. Scares. So cute. Okay. What is next? Okay, favorite Halloween candy. So my favorite Halloween candy is a Tootsie Roll. I know, that's like so lame, but that's my favorite because my grandparents always got that like child's play candy with the Tootsie Rolls and dots and like the Tootsie Roll Pops. And it reminds me of them and I just love it. I love Tootsie Rolls. So next, okay, what animal familiar would I have if I was a witch? Okay, let's think. What would I have? I probably would not have a black cat, although I love black cats. If I ever did have a cat, it would be a black cat for sure, but I'm allergic to cats, and so I just don't think I would have a cat, but I'm trying to think. Something else. A bat would be kind of cool. Or an owl. Ooh, an owl would be nice. Maybe a fox, though. I think a fox would be really cute. An orange fox. Yeah, orange fox for sure. Okay, favorite autumn color. Orange, hands down, like a burnt 70s orange. That would be my favorite fall color. I like all the fall colors really, but yeah, burnt orange if I had to pick just one. Okay, what am I thankful for? Like so much, everything I'm thankful for. My husband, my dogs, my family, my home, my faith, everything, guys. I can't even. Getting to do this on YouTube, my subscribers, I literally can't even. I mean, everything. That I have food to eat every day, that I live in a safe place. Oh my gosh, just everything. Like, yeah, I have a lot to be thankful for. So, okay, what else? Okay, I'm supposed to do a this or that at the end, so I wanted to do it with candy, Halloween candy. I thought would be fun. So let's do this or that with the Starbursts. These are the original Starbursts. So, this Starburst. What are your favorite flavors? Let me know in the comments of the Starburst because my two favorites are the yellow and the orange. And I am okay with the strawberry, the pink one. But the red, no, absolutely not. I don't want any red. And my husband loves the red. Red and pink are his two favorites. So it's perfect. Whenever he gets an orange or a yellow, he gives it to me. And then if I get a pink or a red, I give it to him. So it works out. But what are your favorite Starburst flavors? Let me know in the comments. So, or that M&M's. This or that Starbursts or M&M's. These are like the mini fun-sized, just milk chocolate M&M's. My favorite M&M's are the ones with the peanuts. I don't really like these. I don't prefer just like milk chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate Hershey bars either. It's just not. Like if I'm gonna eat something, I want it to be like Snickers or Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, something like that. Okay, so Starburst or M&M's. Starburst or M&M's. Okay, guys, well that was all of the questions. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys and talking about all this fun fall stuff. I hope that you guys are doing so well and that you